lace up the shoes, chase W's, murder beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do, lace up my shoes, chase W's, great colored coats.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Let's go one more.
They'll toss it out to Carson. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
On second and 11 now. Wilson, pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Whitney Merciless, showing no mercy, flies in for the sack. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's third and long here. Now Wilson. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
The Texans take over first down 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 29, Watson flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Watson completes this to Waring. And now running right through it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
Watch that creeping. Watch that creeping. Safety's creeping. Shit.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he'll get 3 up to midfield.
Oh, yeah.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From the 50, it's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Check, Mike, 54. 31. 54 is down, he's coming. Shoot. Down and go.
3rd and long, it's Watson. Throw left side, complete to QT. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
10 more yards. Complete to Will Fuller. 10 yards on the pickup.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
Right there, 54, right there. 54, Mike. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
They go back to the ground now with Miller. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. This is caught. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Texans have taken the early lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Flushed out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Wilson to throw again. He's going to look deep. And got his man complete. The 20. And all the way in Touchdown, Seattle. David Moore, 75 yards. And the Seahawks are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And it's up and good.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Texans 6.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Texans take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Watson will bring up the Texans here first and 10 at their own 23.
Mike 54. Quit talking about it and bring it. Right there. 54.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Second and 8 at the 26-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
Alert. 55. Run left. Record.
Now it's Wilson. He's going to loft one. Deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. Myers connects on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
First and 10 at the 39.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another first and 10. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for good yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they're just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, check. Mike 50, Mike 50.
Now it's Watson. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Cassius Marsh. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you, and in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate, and in doing so, sent this one off target.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. 23 yards on the play. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now Rashad Penny. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division every year is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Back to throw, Watson. Wide open receiver, complete. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Completes it out left to Waring. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Alert 3, alert 3.
36. Motion. Reset. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 55. Go.
Now Watson. That's going to be caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins in the final seconds of the first half. And now the Texans are within a 2-point conversion of tying up this game. Bill O'Brien with a call here. We'll go for 2.
I'm coming after you.
They'll try and run it in with Miller. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
12. Hey, 0.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 20.
Kill.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, here's Watson. Over the middle, that's caught by QT. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Check. Hey, 31.
On 1st down, Watson. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
It's our time, guys. It's 54.
Mike, 54.
Back to the air. Watson on 2nd down. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Ziggy Ansah. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Come on, fellas.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
Check tight. Hey, watch set. Watch. Mike 54. Hey, watch the ball.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Watson, he's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Space to maneuver at the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48.
It's a gain of 22 yards. That's another Texans 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
You're set. Hey, 59. 19. Give these traps. Let's go.
Watson on 1st down. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins. his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans have broken the tie. Deshaun Watson, he's a lot of fun to watch in the pocket, but when he's forced out of the pocket like that, he can make those big plays downfield.
Almost a bad thing when you're pass rushing and you force a Deshaun Watson out of the pocket. He creates extra time. He has the poise to keep his eyes downfield and locate receivers, and it turns into a little bit of a scramble drill for the defensive backs. Where is everyone? And Deshaun Watson finds his target for a big, big play.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll start out on the ground with Carson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson, they'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain there of 30 big ones.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And boy, they hit that one.
41 Mike, right here. 41.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. That last catch winds up costing him 3, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd and 13. Wilson will throw again. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give him a 1st down. Throwing is Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He's got the tight end, Vanette. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Check 41. All day, just like that.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson, that's caught by Penny. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
He's got Lockett. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Back now in Houston, it's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Penny, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Wilson eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw it right into it for an interception.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. To throw is Watson. Flush to his right. He may try and run for it. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll toss it to Miller. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Give the sack to Barkevious Mingo, the former number 6 pick.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
It's our time. It's our time.
Play action from Miller. Now Watson. Flushed out right. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The Texans send the punter out, standing just outside his own goal line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at about the 32. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Big Dwayne Brown, the tackle, guilty there.
Let's go! What? 190. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
Play action. Now Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
14, got it. Strip that ball. Like 41.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He's going to float this one deep right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
54.
After the interception, here's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Watson off play action. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
Here we go. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Touch, 380. Check, 55, come on. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He rifles complete. Caught by Moore. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete. 2 huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on second down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die fourth down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They're just brimming with it right now.
Mike 55.
Fourth down. Here's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. He's back to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Check, 55, Mike. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
They begin with a run by Miller. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. There we go, here we go. Check, 55.
Watson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Hey, 0-0-0.
Back to throw. Flushed out right. He'll have a first down past the 40. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.